You know, as crazy as it sounds, I just don't blow the dust off my bow and go hunting. It's really not how it works. You know, people that don't hunt, they don't understand what it takes and what we put into this sport. For us, the hunt really never stops. The hunting season never ends. It's 365 days all year long, and that's what it takes. There's one thing that I've learned over the years chasing deer around is the minute you think you know something, the deer always prove you wrong. That's what keeps us going, is to match wits with a big old deer and to outsmart him at his own game.
You know, as a hunter, you're also a land manager, and we do this not only for a living, but we do this as our legacy and for our family. And to be able to carry that on for many, many generations to come, there's so much work and effort that people don't see behind the scenes that go into managing your properties. And I think why we've succeeded over the years is working together. You know, no matter where Pat was, I was, and vice versa. You know, whether it was hanging tree stands or trail cameras, planting food plots, you know, cutting down trees, whatever it was, we were out there together doing what it takes before the hunting season actually begins.
You know, it's taken years to get our place all dialed in. It's about balance. We want to draw in the bucks, but we also want to keep them healthy, keep them safe, but we don't want to make the plot so big that we can't get a shot at them and give them no reason to move. And our true intentions are to hopefully harvest a trophy deer at the end.
Everyone knows we do a lot of water holes here in Minnesota on our properties, and we have cameras on every water hole that we have. The most important thing is putting those trail cameras in areas that you can access undetected. That's everything, and all of that circles back to what you do pre-season before the hunting season actually begins.
Check that out. Looks like it needs a little trimming from last year. A lot of people ask me how I set up zones on my property, which, you know, we have our hunting plots that we have manicured, and we have trail systems, and then we have sanctuary areas that we completely stay out of. And I think that's so important to have on your property, no matter what the size is. It's just areas for deer to always have to themselves, and that you never go in. And the deer will seek out those areas and learn that they're a safe haven and they never get bothered. And once you give them that combination, along with the nutrition, you're gonna keep deer on your property pretty much the entire year. Doing stuff that really improves your property, I find more rewarding now than I do the harvest. And seeing the fruits of your labor come to fruition, and then your kids enjoying the resource and the land that you've carved out and worked so hard to develop, that's the true reward for me. Generally, we practice when we get time, but it's so important because, you know, you want to always hone your craft and keep on top of it. You know, when we get a chance, we get together as a family, we go out and we shoot at the targets and make sure that our equipment is still operating the way we left it that prior fall. So getting out there, getting those muscles in tune of drawing the bow, being able to hold it steady is so important for that particular moment when that buck steps in front of you and you let that arrow go. That practice makes it all worth it.
When it comes to many hands making light work, that's what Pat and I have always done. And now that our kids are old enough to be involved too, they love to get out there with us. And then of course we make family nights of shooting our bows and sitting around the campfire and just enjoying the outdoors together. Both Pat and I were raised in the outdoors by our parents, and we both said it was important that we instilled those same values in each of our children, and that's what we're doing.
People ask us what we do in the off season and what we do for fun. Truthfully, There is no off season. We live and breathe whitetails 24/7. Using the machines in our everyday life like we do, if we didn't have them, I couldn't imagine it. They simply help us get our job done.